For this video, I'm going to take you on a full walking tour of Rainbow Springs State Park. I took a long and arduous drive because I was heading towards the city of Dunnellon, and that's pretty far away from where I live, but I decided it was worth it because I was headed to Rainbow Springs State Park, an absolutely gorgeous state park. This is definitely among my top 5 favorite state parks in the state of Florida. I still think Weeki Wachee is my absolute favorite park. You know, that one has water slides and this one doesn't, but this one still is an absolutely beautiful place. Is it as beautiful as Silver Springs? I don't know. I mean, I'd have to say that's subjective. You'd have to probably watch both videos to figure that one out on your own. Today I'm going to show you a virtual tour of the entire park where I basically walk through the entire west side of the park, also known as the headspring side. Rainbow Springs State Park is huge. There are actually multiple entrances, and the entrances on the east side are accessible on a street known as Tiger Tail, and that has a campground entrance as well as a tube rental entrance. So there are lots of different things to do here. On the headspring side is where the famous waterfalls are, and I'll get to those a little later. As I am progressing towards the right side of the park, the first thing that you'll see is the spring area where you can actually go swimming. And then as you continue towards the back of the park, heading on the right side, that's when you get to the kayak and canoe rental area. And one of the cool things that I like about the canoe rental is they have these see-through kayaks where you can actually paddle down the Rainbow River and actually look down. And that is actually a very cool thing because the water is absolutely crystal clear, so you can see everything as you're paddling along the Rainbow River. Now I'm heading back towards the front of the park. You'll notice that coming up on the left-hand side is the visitor center. That's where the gift shop is located. That's where you buy your admission tickets to get into the park. That's where the snack bar is located. And you know, the snack bar is open on weekends as well as the gift shop. And they serve hamburgers and hot dogs and that kind of stuff. And the prices are pretty average. I mean, they're not really expensive compared to, you know, other parks, theme parks, that kind of stuff. And the theme park food is actually more expensive than what you see at most state parks, so that's kind of a highlight. As I progress, you're going to notice the amazingly crystal blue water to my right hand side, and that's where the spring is. And it is just, that's the first thing you notice really when you walk into the park, is that crystal clear water is just amazing. So I'm heading towards the waterfall area right now. That's one of the highlights. That's why people come to see these waterfalls. Some of them are 60-70 feet high, and like I said, they're man-made, so it's not naturally occurring, but you can still appreciate the beauty of them. When I first arrived, the pumps had been tripped, so they weren't running, but you know, after about a half hour they had the pumps going. It takes about a half hour to fill the different pools before they start spilling over. So if you arrive at 8 a.m., the pumps might not be turned on yet, and the waterfalls usually don't start until probably 8:30, 8:45 in the morning. So as you continue to head back towards the left side of the park, the next area up is the former zoo area. As you continue to walk through the former zoo area, the next part of the park is the former rodeo area. All that's really left of that is the concrete slabs on the ground where you can see the animal stalls for the horses and stuff, and the building was torn down a long time ago. And then as you continue towards the back of the park, that's where the nature trails are located. And that pretty much sums up everything you can do on this side of Rainbow Springs State Park. Rainbow Springs State Park is a beautiful place. The obvious highlights are the waterfalls, being able to rent a kayak to travel down the Rainbow River, as well as being able to swim in the spring. If you enjoyed today's virtual tour, don't forget to like and subscribe.